You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
These must be the Danans the Darkwings freed.
Yeah, the city might be in ruins. The people have risen from the ashes.
This is the place Bayfon said Deadime would reveal the Lord's fate. I wonder what he'll do to her.
Well...
Is that? Yes. It's Lord Almadria Kynaris.
Please stop! No good can come of such hatred. Stop or there'll be no turning back.
Is this supposed to be justice? Astral energy? Why now?
You don't think that...
The fruit of Helgen!
I did warn you, did I not? Nothing good can ever come of such nasty hatred.
I found you at last. I swear it. I'll make you pay for what you did to my parents!
What do we have here? Could it really be the witch from Dane? Honestly, I thought I had wiped all of you out of existence back then. I guess there was one survivor after all.
Hey, Rinwell!
Shut up! This is the only thing that's keeping me going anymore. Stay out of my way or I'll kill you!
Rinwell.
I'll kill you. I swear it. I will kill you! What did you... Why are you defending her?
I'm not really sure, you know. But when I look into your eyes, I can't let you do it.
What about you? Are you not the one who got revenge for his father? Don't I deserve that as much as you? Move aside. If you don't, then I'll blast you again.
Even so, sorry. I'm afraid that I can't let you do that. No way. I can't let you kill her. Not while your face is full of the same hatred as those people who died.
You saw what she did. What are you saying? She should just get away with it all?
You're right. Rinwell, I don't know what I'm doing. But still, I know it's wrong. If you go through with this, I know you'll regret it. I'm sorry. I am. Forgive me.
I can't believe you. You, of all people. Of all the people! Why did you... Why, Ela?
Is your little show quite finished?
Why, you...
For many years of my life, I devoted myself to the study of astral arts. But the knowledge I took from your family was truly enlightening indeed. For that, you deserve a reward. I shall allow you to taste one of the fruits of my labor. hellish compositions. That is what I do best. Now
La, I'm...
Sorry for almost blowing me up? Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need to take her down.
Okay.
Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal turret!
Hit him where it hurts most!
Swimmer dragon! Prepare to be
Roll
seen!
now!
May 1,000 gales carry
Take
this right!
this!
Freeze blender!
I'm on it! I'll run you
Where are
through!
you going?
Big blast!
Demon Fang!
Mega ray!
It's time!
Mega ray!
You picked the wrong
By the
fight!
power of one!
You're hurting my blood! Swallow blade!
Swallow down!
Mega ray!
Alright! Down! I'm on a roll now!
Thunder blade!
Swallow blade!
Try this! Infernal turret!
Smash you!
Slice!
By the power
Swallow
of
blade!
May 1,000 gales
Corrosion!
carry this right! Gusty
Eat
nail!
this! Glimmer
Demon
dragon!
Fang! Slice!
Hell's
Try this! Infernal
That
turret!
frickin' does it!
Slice! Demon
Does
Fang!
it! It does!
Not in your dreams!
Slice! Infernal turret! Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more! This one's all mine!
Roll now!
Burn! Changing tactics!
There's no telling what it'll do! Stay focused! I'll be saving this one! Swirling trouble! Magic is in! Sleep now!
I'm on a roll now!
Swallow them!
Gemini Ultimate Ranger! Lightning! Down!
Ready to go!
Now pull this
Far
one!
enough!
More where that came from!
Swallow blade! Try this! I owe you one! Slice!
Anything normal is all mine!
Lightning condensed! Thunder blade!
No further!
More where that came from!
Demon Fang! This one's all
Astral
mine!
energy!
Burn it out!
Thunder blade! Pierce evil! Confiscated! Freeze blade! Lightning condensed!
Demon Fang!
Here, let me help!
Swallow blade!
Did you hear it now?
Infernal turret! Slice!
Dance in the wind! Into the field!
Dark
Blade! The stop time! Here's the... I'm out!
Swallow blade!
Swallow down!
Demon Fang!
Healing throw! Lightning! Raging cascade!
Demon Fang!
Back
I'm on a roll now!
Dance in the wind! Air throw! My aqua!
Eat this! Nothing gets by me!
Let the marksman handle this! Raging cascade!
I'm on it!
Fresh!
Swallow
Dance in the
blade!
direction!
Try this!
Gemini Aqua! Mega ray! Gemini Aqua!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Not in your dreams!
Burn it out!
Here's a healing where that came from!
Swallow blade!
Smash you!
Go here, in!
Run well! Demon's descent! Flashing fang!
Is everyone all right?
Yeah, but Almadria got away. Linwell, are you... What the hell happened here? Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened here? Where is everybody?
Almadria's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Danans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadheim.
Deadheim's dead. Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst kind. It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balseth and Ganabelt were horrible, but Almadria makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. Smile at her from across the battlefield? Apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Rinwell.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength. However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almadria, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almadria's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
She's right. We could never truly know the pain that Almadria has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shion. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almadria without me. I need to be there, please. That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live, without hate.
That said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Beifon, do you have any ideas where she might have gone?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there, a floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing, but now...
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go. What's that woman going to do next?
Nothing good, I'll bet.
We'll stop it this time. see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every...
Mm-hmm. Well...
I see. Oh.
Just great.
Excuse me!
Good.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey! Maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh? Be a breeze. Get in, get out.
In the wind! Here!
Here it comes.
Slash! Swallow blade! Infernal torrent! Swallow blade! We got flyers!
I've got it! Let a marksman handle it!
Demon train! All yours! Raging fury! Demon trail!
Thunderblade!
Don't get complacent.
What's that big tower over there?
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
If you need help with anything, just let me know.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Legil wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Legil? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him.
You
know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Not this way, I guess. Not this way, I guess.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
We've reached our destination.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
Get lost!
Prepare to be sealed!
Far enough! Set up your aqua!
Can't get out of this!
Keep up with the water!
Do it!
Eagle dive! Tectonic!
Barely a blip on our radar.
be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Dragon shout! Now I'm in the groove.
Freeze laser! Duel of the arts!
First strike. You're
Who
done.
wants to die next?
Demon Fang.
Supernova!
I'm all
Do
it.
Raging Cascade! Gemini Aqua!
Eat it. Come on, a little now.
Saving this one!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Do you think this is one of the places where the Dark Wings and Almadria fought?
I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat. Even if there are signs of destruction, it would likely have taken place during the Great Conquest of 300 years prior.
And ever since, it's been a breeding ground for Zeugles, I guess.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch? A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Until then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danen versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danen people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Miguel, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renins and Danins do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renins I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodius Danins backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadime. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cislodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Xion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
No choice. Engaging!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Xion.
Get lost!
I see one, eh? Take this! I'll take down their defense! Demon Pack! We're not finished! It's almost too strong. Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Huh?
Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Further!
Water! Infernal current! Rip it down! Swallow blade! Orochi fury! Talon hurricane!
Do it!
Rip and tear!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
No choice. Now you'll learn. This. Swallow blade. Try this.
Hear me!
You think that shield will save you?
I'll be saving you!
Orochi fury!
Magic advance!
Come on! I'm not done! I owe you one.
Thank you.
I'm practically unstoppable.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Got you now! Demon damage! Orochi fury!
You'll have no mercy!
Gorilla! Stop this! Infernal current! Here we go! No escape! Come on!
Where are you going?
Try this!
Fury!
Burning! Talon hurricane!
Here you go!
Here you are! Come on! Onward and upward. Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
No backing down! Bring it down!
Hear my call!
Swallow blade!
Fire support!
Mission!
I'll take my revenge on you! Man, I'll tear you to shreds! First
I
aid!
owe you one.
Gusty nail!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
No choice. Swallow blade!
Infernal current! Supernova! Dance in the wind!
Will this help?
Air drop! Light astral energy! Healing circle!
I owe you one. Demon fang!
Freezing storm!
Next!
Thunder!
Demon
Ice
fang!
tornado! Raging cascade! Tectonic in here! Water! Hear my call! Spread! Field!
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zoogles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here.
Let's refrain from losing.
This is...
The rebel! Stop now! Not today! Orochi fury!
Far enough!
Talon hurricane!
I'm a true gunslinger around here!
I see one, eh?
Flying freak!
Shield, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
It's almost too strong. We're not Be my guest! You're mine! On your Orochi fury!
Now!
Swallow blade!
Now!
Swallow blade! This one's all mine!
Thunderblade! Lunar corruption!
Demon
By the
fang!
power of water!
Swallow blade!
Tear you to shreds!
Demon Fang!
Now! Water! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Onward and upward.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
A little help!
You picked the wrong fight! Swallow Blade!
Where are you going? Careful! It has some kind of camouflage!
Swallow Blade!
Now! Get out of sight!
Swallow Blade!
Far enough!
Struck!
I'm almost up!
Demon Fang!
Pieces!
Struck! Ignite! Roach's Fury!
Swallow Dance! I'll finish you here and now!
Demon Fang!
Healing circle!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
I'm on it!
Demon Fang!
Lunar Corruption!
I can carve through armor!
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Demon Fang! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Well then, let's keep moving.
This'll make us even more formidable.
This looks nice and tough.
Do you sense one of your friends, Noodle?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria. What's this thing?
It's on!
Bring him down!
Water, hear my call!
Strike! First strike! Punch that gun out of your hand! We're not finished! It's almost too strong. Then I'll split it open! Be my guest! You're mine! Onward and upward.
Out of our way!
Now you'll learn! Blade and stick! Swallow dance! Demon Fang! We did it! Demon Fang! What's this?
Barely a blip on our radar. Out of our way!
Demon Fang! For my lord! Demon Fang! Now we're not... Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Glacier
Big blast!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Let's dispose of the trash.
The rebel! Stop them! Eat this! Like you burn! Slut! Demon Fang! I'm going in! I see one, eh? We're not finished! Demon Fang!
Where are you going?
Armor won't save you!
Not on my watch!
Take this!
Sweet dreams!
I'm not done! It's over!
In a bind?
I'm just getting started. Leave the chargers to me.
Heroes on fire! Now!
You'll take this! Here I come! I'll beat you right back!
I'm out! I'm
Demon
out!
Fang! Will ya? Demon Fang!
Gale Force!
Could have been worse.
Gotta break through! You Demon Fang! Swallow Blade! Demon Fang!
Burning strike!
Swallow Blade!
Coward Horde! You'll pay for what you did!
My turn! Strike! Demon Fang! I'm on! I'll run you through! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Looks like we got them all.
Little help!
Can't get out of this!
Let them Martians handle this! They really don't give up, do they? Nice.
No.
That equipment should come in handy.
Where are you going?
I won't show you any mercy!
Denied!
None shall escape my natural energy! Lightning to death!
Try harder! My turn!
Ray!
Blow away! It
Nice while it lasts.
Demon Tank!
Luna Crush! Here comes! I'll heal you all! I'll tear you to shreds!
It's on!
Healing Thunder!
Burn! Rip his hair! Orochi Fury! Take this!
These sticks have got your name on them! Prepare
to be sealed! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Demon
Supernova! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Water, hear my call!
Swallow Blade! No further! Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. An opponent like this should be easy. I see one, eh? Demon Pack!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Strike! It's over!
Shattering!
Demon Pack! It's on! Be my guest!
I'll be saving this one.
Looks like we won.
Out of our way!
Swallow them!
Eat this!
Rip and tear!
Lightning orb! Light asteroid lightning
I'll
condemn!
shoot them out of the sky!
You're finished! Take this!
Where are you going?
Get a word!
It's over!
Confiscated!
Prepare to be
Blaze
free!
here! See what I can do!
Start!
It's pinned down.
It's over! Here I come! Demon Pack! No escape!
Chinese supernova! Radiant cascade!
Rip and tear!
You're mine! Orochi's Fury! This one's all mine! Burn! Orochi's Fury!
Swallow them!
Here I come!
I'll heal you all!
Now! More! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! How's that for a kick? I'm getting better, right?
Quite.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check. Out of our way!
Lord!
Water!
Take
Hear
this!
my call!
I'm not done! Demon Pack! No escape! No escape! You're finished!
I'll be saving this one!
Throbs in pain.
I'll end you!
Here goes! I'm ready for the next battle.
Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Dane Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Miez. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Mesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
I'll smash you!
Arrow claw!
Ignite!
Lunar corruption!
Dark wind!
Lunar corruption!
You're on! Swallow dance! I'm on a roll now! That's awesome!
Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Super swallow dance!
Demon
Solid hurricane! Eagle fly! I'm on a roll now!
Lightning orb! By the power of water!
Demon Fang!
Natural energy!
Leave the chargers to me! Hurricane! Take this!
Hands in the wind!
she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Lightning orb! I never miss!
Now you see what I can do!
Magna
Swallow blade!
Dance in the wind!
Try harder! Burn it out!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
By the power of
I'm not done!
my astral here goes! By the power of not on my watch!
They're attacking separately.
I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on it, and take out the monster first.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah, take it away!
I'll tear you apart!
Demon Blade!
Where?
Eat dirt!
Anything in order
Swallow blade!
1,000 gales carry it in red! Gusty nails! Dragged and red! Thank you. I never miss!
That looks bad.
Wits about you, people.
Demon Blade! Just getting started! Orochi's Fury!
By the power of water!
Done pretty well!
I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now!
Orochi's Fury! I'm just getting started! That's awesome! Inferno Torrent!
Like astral energy! Dance in
No
the wind!
further.
Swallow blade!
I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more.
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danen, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danen or Renin. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more. Stop right there! Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Shion!
Alvin!
Shion!
Alvin!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.